Hello and welcome to the Wicketnick Filmcast. This will be a podcast on YouTube and iTunes, and I don't know, maybe other places where we talk films. I'm Nick, and this is my buddy Christian. Some people also call him Nick 0.9.
Yeah, that's right.
You actually said like 1.5 or something.
Yeah, no, I said 2.0.
Yeah, where I feel like you're not as good as the original.
I'm not there. No.
But yeah, you're probably gonna be on here a lot, I expect.
I expect that too,
Yeah.
and I'm looking very much forward to that.
Also, we should pimp your shit right away. We'll do that as well. People might know you from. I'm not gonna pronounce it.
No, but only Americans can. You heard we were
and you do it in
pizza.
Danish.
Yeah, I do it in Danish, and that was stupid.
Yeah.
But the name is Quilster.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. You can go find it there. We only make Danish videos, but also make some vlogging where we're not talking. What is that? But you're gonna find
Oh,
out.
that's like a whole new thing.
And I actually get a lot of
Vlogging
comments.
without saying anything.
Yeah,
Is
because
that a vlog then?
I think it's just showing off what you can do with the camera.
Ah, okay.
But I don't know. It's like
But I also don't like vlog because it's like
I can't find out.
It's
I
like so stupid.
Yeah. But
It's like
usually-
saying like it's vlog, like log
Yeah.
was the writing, but no, like what is, and then B means writing. Or I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it. So I'll be doing a lot of those as well because that's just stupid. Yeah, but we're gonna do this hopefully every week and talk about what is happening in the film world and like what films we're seeing and stuff. And I'll probably have other people on as well. But we'll see what happens and how it goes. Again, like if you have comments and stuff, put them in the comments and let us know because I mean this is also. It's honestly it's actually what I want. That's what it's about. So we'll do what I want. You can still comment, but I probably won't listen. But yeah, let's get into it. We'll start out with some news.
Yeah.
And I think we should actually start out with the Oscars. It's a little bit late now, but
we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do everything late anyway.
Yeah.
No, but like this is the first thing, like the first episode, and I had a joke I thought about it being episode 1, the Phantom Menace, because this is the anyway. But yeah, this is the first episode, so this is the only chance to talk about the Oscars, and we'll do it quickly. But I think I'll actually pull up the Oscars, and we'll talk about. You saw most of it, right? Because you had to work the next day.
I had to work, but I let's just put it out there. I didn't. I said
really?
because
I had the day off, but ended up working because I went to your work to teach film that day.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't that? Oh no, that was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was
I was
the
just
Super
off.
Bowl.
I didn't do. Oh wait, I did actually work because I was on my day off and ended up working anyway.
Yeah, but
anyway,
that's right. I fell asleep in. I thought I have watched it all, but I think because the Oscars in Denmark are very fucked up time-wise.
Oh yeah. In this part of the world.
Yeah, in this part of the world,
it starts around 2:30.
2:30, and then
the
runs. I think it all ends at 6.
This went a little bit over. Usually it's
7.
around 5:30, but this was like more like 6, maybe a little bit past 6.
Yeah, because they
in the
did
morning
a roundup.
for people that don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like 2 in the afternoon. Oh, it's so fucked up in Denmark. No, it's the middle of the night.
Yeah,
on
it's
Sunday,
in the middle of the night.
Which is the same as Super Bowl, where it's like if you want to watch it, you're not going to sleep, or you need to take the day off.
Yeah, exactly. So your boss know that is the day where none can come at all.
Yeah, I usually I had the past couple of years I've just taken the day off, like way in advance. Be like Super Bowl, my birthday, and Oscar, which is all in February. I don't come to work, and I usually have overtime anyway.
Yeah.
But hey, and now I'm unemployed, so now I don't have to take the day off anyway. But yeah, what do you think of the Oscars overall? We had Neil Patrick Harris host, and
we talked about him and how.
Yeah, we did the stupid thing of basically everything we're going to talk about in this and the other podcast we discussed before. So,
we're too excited.
Yeah,
we're
so
too excited.
We're nothing to talk about.
So, but we talked about that. We thought he was kind of.
Maybe I changed my mind. Say your own opinion.
I thought that he was kind of the nice boy in the class.
Yeah.
And he was trying to do something out of script, but then
a couple of things. I think it's still very written actually, but yeah, it did a couple of things like where I reacted to things for sure. Yeah, but he was playing it pretty safe, a lot of it.
Yeah, totally safe.
Yeah.
I would say when I watched it, one of my best friends didn't saw it because he was going to work.
He was actually serious about his job.
Yeah, but you know what? We actually made a deal. We said we're gonna watch the Oscars together,
and then
one day before the Oscars, he bailed on me.
Okay, I think you should call him out. What's his name?
Lasse,
you're not a good friend.
Lasse, you're a terrible friend. So that was kind of sad, but then I figured I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah, I've actually found out that I enjoy watching it more alone.
Yeah,
because if you're tired, you don't have to talk to people, and when it's done, you can go straight to bed, and you can sort of act how you want. You can sit at home, because I've done it at other places, but it's the same with Super Bowl, where like it's fun watching those sort of like sports with people, but I don't watch it as much if people are there. Then I end up, and the same with the Oscars. Then you end up discussing everything. Here I could like follow the show and actually spend a lot of time like looking at Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you don't. Even that made me not watch the show as much as I probably wanted. But
but I think it's an important thing also of Oscars of you're doing something else, because your focus has to be on the movie, but it's also nice that you can look up things and say, what was that movie about again? Because some of the movies I heard of them, but I didn't think that they were gonna make the Oscars. But I haven't watched them.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's some of it that's nice, where like having discussions with people, of course. So,
exactly. But I usually discuss things with myself. Because I was very disappointed that Interstellar got, was it 2 Oscars? Two nominations.
I think it won one for visual effects, right?
Yeah.
Which I got into a huge argument on Twitter about with a guy I found out is a famous American comic book writer.
Oh.
But anyway, tangent.
And then I think audio. It
won
editing.
audio.
Yeah,
sound editing.
No, it was nominated, but I found
won
one Oscar, I think.
I know American Sniper won one, and I don't think it won the other. That was like Whiplash won the other. Well, let's see Interstellar. But yeah, it didn't win a lot.
No, but it took me 2 days to get over that movie. I was mind blown for 2 days in a row.
I felt the same way, and in the end, I don't know if I actually think it's a good film. But but it's like when I walked out, I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, and it's like either way, I think it's super impressive that someone made that. I usually, when it's like I watch films, and I think a lot of people who care about films feel like, oh, I could make that.
Yeah.
And usually you can't, but you feel you could. Interstellar, I was like, I don't understand how someone made that. I don't understand how someone had that in their head and was like, oh, we'll make it like this.
Yeah, I was totally mind blown, and I saw it with my girlfriend, and she said that I was like a zombie for the 2 next days, because he couldn't speak to me unless I was saying, what did you just do there, or something, because I was so. I really
want to watch it again. Right when I walked out, I was really on the positive side and liked it. But the more time passes, and the more I think about it, there's things I don't like. Either way, I think it's very impressive, and there's things I like and things I don't like either way. But I think I really want to see it again. It reminds me of Inception in that way, where I think Interstellar is still more impressive, but when I walked out of Inception, it was that my head was just and then I watched it the second time, I was like, I mean, that's okay, and then the third time I was not very happy with it, but I
think that maybe the reason why you were more mind blown about Interstellar. No, what is it?
Inception,
what I was saying. I think that the soundtrack in Inception was great, and I know that Hans Zimmer has made both Interstellar and Inception, but I really loved Interstellar.
Which one do you like the soundtrack more, on Inception or?
Should I pick?
But you can say it's about this, but even if you want, I don't know.
But I think Interstellar is more kind of mellow in some sort of
Yeah.
way, because
It's not
it's
as
more
bombastic.
no, it's some kind of background music.
Yeah.
And Inception, I heard time.
Yeah, but that's
so
that
many
one
times.
track
Yeah,
is very
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I still, I mean, there was a huge thing in the U.S. about, I think there might have been problems as well, but how people felt with the sound, and there might be problems in some of the cinemas and stuff. But and I heard some people talk about it where they didn't know if there was a sound problem, but they just felt like they got violated by the sound in the cinema, and that's sort of how it is. So it is very bombastic, but that's also what Hans Zimmer does. So
Yeah.
I don't know, and especially I don't know if did you see Gravity?
Yeah, I watched.
Because that is totally the opposite, where you have a
Yeah.
lot of scenes where it's just quiet.
Yeah.
And it's sort of interesting. That really got me the feeling of how I imagine space is, that it's just sort of empty.
It's very quiet.
And then when you have Hans Zimmer there, it's like the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's kind of a fun cast.
Yeah.
For that one, but.
All right, so you had wished that Interstellar would have won more. You were then disappointed with the nominees already, because that it wasn't nominated for Best Picture.
I was exactly, because I were watching when the nominees were revealed. I have thought that I would see Interstellar all over.
I could have seen that a lot. Yeah,
but as we talked about, this year was very odd.
Yeah, it's a lot more.
Wise.
It's a lot smaller. In a way, there wasn't a lot of films that I really liked. And thinking back, I actually can't remember a lot of films that I really liked from last year.
No.
But if they are not picking the films that I like in the Oscars, I do appreciate the sort of turn they've taken this time. That it is much more of appreciation of the art. You know, Birdman did really well. Boyhood did really well. Films that I haven't watched Boyhood, but Birdman I wasn't a huge fan of, but I appreciate the art, and I appreciate they acknowledge someone who tries something different.
Yeah,
you know, so that way I think it's good.
I think that Boyhood was nominated for
a lot
Boyhood, of Oscars, but it only won.
It only won a couple.
A couple.
Yeah. Birdman was the big winner. I think probably last year off the top of my head, I really loved the Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't know if you saw that.
I haven't watched it.
Wes Anderson. I really want to watch that again. And then a film I just saw recently, Gone Girl.
Yeah, I haven't watched that, and I'm ashamed of it.
So that this is gonna be.
I actually saw the.
But I have missed a lot as well. So
yeah, because after you talked about it, I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
And then when it came out on Blu-ray, I saw it, and
which one of them?
Gone Girl.
Yeah.
And
is it out on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
I might actually. I don't buy a lot of films, and I might actually buy that.
Yeah, but the thing is that the difference between the Blu-ray and the DVD was not there. It's like, because the cover is the same, and you can't see how thick it is. And I'm one of those guys. I watch a Blu-ray and say that's an ugly cover. I'll wait to the price is down.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna watch Gone Girl. But I am almost 90% sure that I might have figured something out of it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the less you know, the better. But I still think, and that goes for Interstellar as well. If you haven't seen that, don't know anything about it.
Exactly.
But I think either way, Gone Girl is a film you should see, and I think you would enjoy it. And it actually will go back to the films we've seen, and we'll sort of more review sort of thing later. Actually, like, we watched Focus, and I think for that, like, the big difference there is you can when you watch Gone Girl, he's like, that's Fincher, and he's just like, the craftsmanship and like how good he is at doing things is like what really impresses me about that film as well, which I feel like Focus didn't really.
Yeah, I was kind of with Focus. I would say it was very good until it were very bad.
Okay, but actually, you know what? We'll come back to that. Yeah. So the Oscars, overall, we talked about, as you said, like, I really enjoyed the opening. I thought that was great, and I was really happy with Neil Patrick Harris there. I think he did an okay job, but as you said, he played a bit safe.
Yeah,
there were things like the one which maybe you didn't get then, where he was only his underwear.
I saw that.
But that was from Birdman, which might be a bit different.
A reference, and then the guy from Whiplash played drums.
That was very nice done. In general, there was a lot of good things like